So, why is this called My Imperfect Life? You might be wondering. My life, my projects are not perfect, and that's okay. In life, I've been battling stage 4 breast cancer for 8 years, actually 10 years now. I have been raising 2 kids with my husband who have grown up seeing me physically and mentally weak, but hopefully they see me spiritually strong. I worked hard in my younger years to get a PhD in psychology and then climbed the corporate ladder. But then, when I was 40 years old, cancer hit our family like a torpedo and blew our lives out of the water. This led to me stopping working because the treatments were really harsh, the chemo treatments. Over the last 10 years, I've lost my hair 3 times, which is one of the side effects, of course. But it's a tough side effect because when you lose your hair, you and your eyebrows and your eyelashes, you look sick, and it's not a good feeling. So we've had a new normal for the last 10 years, but we have made it through because of 3 things, I think. One is family, one is friends, and the other is faith. The 3 F's, I call them. Our family has stuck by us, and friends brought us meals 3 times a week for 5 months straight. And our faith my faith in particular, has really gotten me through this ordeal and this new normal. So now to the projects. My projects are definitely not perfect. I like to be creative. I like to put things together. I sew, and I started out quilting, which there's a Hawaiian quilt behind me. I grew up in Hawaii, and I just thought these quilts were absolutely gorgeous and wanted to make one myself. So I bought a kit and started working on it, and did this all by hand, which is the way the Hawaiian quilts are made. And just really got into that for a while. Of course, it takes a really long time. You can kind of see all those little tiny stitches take forever. So this is hanging in our bedroom. So I also like to do woodworking, and I started probably when I was sick. I would sit at home a lot and not feeling very well, just kind of look around the house. And I started looking at things like, I wonder how you put trim up around, how to put that wood trim up around the doorways and the windows. And so I started to wonder how to do that. And then I went on YouTube and saw tons of videos on how to do it. So that's how I learned to do a lot of things. I figured out that a lot of people do put their projects online. Next, after doing some kitchen work in our kitchen in our old house, we've since moved, but I started, doing a bunch of I wonder how you make shelves, and let's add some more shelving in our kitchen. And so again, went to YouTube and figured out how to do it. I also was fortunate enough to be able to get the right tools, because in any project you need the right tools to do what you're doing. So in some other projects I'll show you what those tools are, but they're make things go a lot faster if you have power tools. So next, I went on to hardwood floors. I really wanted to put hardwood floors in our family room of our older house. And my husband thought I was insane, and he was not for it, didn't want me to do it, but I went ahead and did it anyway because I'm stubborn. And we put hardwood floors in our old house, and it was great. So I made a door out of pallet wood, which was popular a few years ago, and then went on to painting. Well, I've been doing painting and staining for a while, but So anyway, all these projects that I do take me longer because of the chemo treatments, and they make me tired, and I can only do so much. I'm very slow. Okay, interruptions. I'm very slow, but and sometimes I don't get things right the first time. Most of the time, I don't get the right things right the first time, and that's okay. And that's part of being imperfect, and that's again okay. So anyway, what brought me to filming is that my friends have been encouraging me for a long time to put my projects on YouTube to help other people and share my projects. So I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I just finally thought, you know what, just do it. Just do it. So here we are, and I'm doing it. So hopefully these help you all, anyone out there. Again, I'm not a professional at all. I do this really because I feel like it makes me feel like I can accomplish something, because my life has changed so much, and I can be proud of the work that I do. So um, so yeah, so that's why I'm doing it. I also wanted to say that during this time of COVID-19, um, it's not lost on me at all that I am very, very fortunate to have a nice house to live in, food on the table. My husband still has his job. We are very, very fortunate. Millions of people in the United States have lost their jobs and are struggling, and that is real. So I ask that if you're watching, and if you're able, to donate to a local charity to help in your local community, to help other people, because we're all in this together, and we will get through this with, in my opinion, the three F's again: faith, family, and friends.